Hello. So today we're talking about Twinkies in the closet. Twinkies in the closet. Now, do you have this situation for yourself? Everybody's Twinkies are different. Everybody's in the closets are different. But where are you going out of integrity with yourself? So a few years ago, I was working with a woman who was telling me a story about evening times with her family. They would all cozy up on the couch and they would watch a movie or they would watch a show. And it was really cozy time, right? Really cozy time. She would get up. She was an overeater and struggled with overeating addiction. And she would go sneak off into the closet in her bedroom and she would have a Twinkie. Nobody would know. And she'd go back and sit down and go back to the cozy feeling. How do you think that affected her and her family? So I'm going to give you just a second to ponder that, right? They didn't know she was doing that. So does it affect her and her family? Well, yes, it does because it changes the way we vibrate. It changes the way we show up. It changes what we would say is energetically our frequency, right? Our frequency. A couple of months ago, I told you a story about some research that I had read about this idea that they were testing to see what the highest frequency of a human being could be. What emotion put a human being at their highest frequency? And of course, most of us think, oh, it's love, right? When we feel love, we are at our highest frequency. But what they actually found out, it wasn't love, it was authenticity. Authenticity, when you feel really true to yourself, the way you're showing up outside, as well as the way you show up inside, you are at the most highest optimal frequency that a human being can experience. So for her to sneak off and have a Twinkie in the closet, it dulled down her frequency. It made her sort of filter with a little shame, a little guilt. So even though she was acting the same way and maybe even using the same words and using the same hugs and kisses, her energy tone was different. And as you probably know, we can feel each other's vibe, right? We can feel each other's aura. Some people you're very attracted to, some people you're very repelled by. We can sync up with this sort of energy level, this aura. So where are you? This is the ponder. Where are you out of congruency with the way you want to be showing up? Where is the Twinkie and the closet scenario happening in your life? Is it happening anywhere? So today's ponder is about reset. Let's just take pause here, a pause, and think about how we want to be showing up, right? So important for us to be present, living in the moment, living in this here and now. But it's also really important to sort of have a sankalpa, have an intention, have an idea of where you want to be going. Think about if you wanted to go to France over spring break, right? And you're only staying in the moment, and then spring break comes, you're like, I forgot to buy the ticket. I don't know where I'm going to stay, right? So there's a point where we're being present, but we're also leaning into the who we are becoming. And that's what I would like you to ponder today is who are you becoming from this moment right here and now? And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you an actual pondering question that will help you set up for sort of setting out that vision of this next coming year. If you would like to, as always, join and do some of these really deep dives month to month to month, please consider joining the women's group, The Inner Circle. Every month, we're moving into a habit where we're really starting to discover ourselves in a deeper way. It's a group where we study our self-reflection. We take pause and we check in. Am I showing up in my bedtime routine the way I want to? Am I getting a good night's sleep and a healthy dinner every night? How is my digestion working? How am I in my relationships? Where could I dial some of this up? Where could I dial some of this down? Am I being very creative? Am I working out as much as I want? Each month, we really take a pause and self-reflect in these very powerful ways so that we can be congruent, so that we can be living at our highest, most optimal level because we're meeting ourselves authentically. Okay. And then January 12th through the 14th, we are really taking it on the road here. We're going to Union Pier, Michigan for my 7th annual yoga retreat. where some of this work that I'm about to tell you, you can be doing with longer journaling and sitting with some tea, watching the snowfall perhaps, or really taking some time on a weekend yoga retreat where you can do some of this deep dive for yourself. We have 3 spots left, 3 queen beds left. So if you're interested in coming and you're in the present moment, then reach out to me. If you're seeing this in the future, I have retreats going all the time. So go ahead and reach out to me and I'll send you whatever retreat's coming up. Okay, so as I said, we're going to take a pause today in our pondering video and we're going to actually decide, where do I want to be moving, dialing up, dialing down in this next coming year? And there's 5 areas that I'd like you to consider. Okay, the first area I'd like you to consider is in your health and fitness goals. Right? In your health and fitness goals. We're not going to say, I want to work out more or I want to lose weight. We're going to get really clear. I want to be going to 3 yoga classes a week, 2 dynamic yoga classes and 1 restorative. Or I want to lose weight. I want to, be a size 10, or I want to be able to wear a belt and feel like I have a waist, or I want to stop eating after 6 p.m. in the evenings. Like, get really, really crystal clear. What are you wanting to do? Right? What are you wanting to do? The more clear you are, the more magical it happens. The second area I wanted you to ponder is your professional goals, or you could say your financial goals. So in terms of your career or in terms of your income, what do you want to be doing this year? I'm working with several people who are either starting a business or changing careers or returning to the workforce after being a stay-at-home parent, like really big shifts in our professional goals. What do you want to do? Do you love your work? Do you feel like you're valued at work? Do you feel that you are making the income that you want to be making? Do you feel like you're working too much and you want to, have some more time at home working remotely or going on vacations? Get crystal clear. The third goal topic is your love, your relationship goals. Okay. So in terms of your marriage or in terms of your singleness, are you content with how it's going? Is there somewhere you can dial it up and dial it down? For many of us, including myself, it's about my relationship to myself. How loving am I being with myself? Am I taking myself out on dates? Am I doing the things that I would want in a partnership with myself? So either you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship. How are you showing up in your romantic love life? Okay, with yourself or others. Next is fun and family and friends. How much fun do you have? Right? We were talking in the inner circle a couple months ago. It's like we have it on the calendar, like this is fun night out with the girls, or this is a night with bowling with the family. And we have the activities scheduled, but then we forget to actually have fun while we're doing it because we're not present. We're thinking about how much it's going to cost, what size shoes, we're not in the moment. So if you have fun scheduled on the calendar, are you actually having fun? And I can just simplify all that and say, when's the last time you had a belly laugh? Right? When's the last time you had a belly laugh? You need to put that on the calendar. And then the 5th level of awareness that we could ponder here today is, how are you feeling with your spiritual life or your life of service, right? How do you feel with your connection to a higher power, to God, to spirit, to nature, to the way you serve humanity? However you want to look at it, are you lining up with the way you want to be lining up? Or is it something, when I do this, then I'll do that. When I get this, then I'll do that. So decide, I want to join a church. I want to start meditating every morning. I want to join, some sort of charitable service where I'm showing up in a volunteering way once or twice a month, right? Really getting clear with these goals. What's the magic here, right? What's the magic? It's not that just we get it done and we can check it off a list. It changes the way we feel. It changes the way we're actually changing our energy, our aura, the way people feel around us, our frequency, right? If I hit the gong, right, that vibration, we as people have a vibration. I know you can feel my vibe, right? You can feel my energy. You can feel other people's energy. I can too. This lining up, this congruency, this getting tuned in with yourself is going to change the way you feel with yourself and the way you feel with others. So it's really, really important work. So if you want to work with me, reach out. If you want to join the inner circle and do it with a loving group of women, you can do that. If you want to go away to Union Pier, Michigan with us in January 12th through the 14th, there's a great 3 queen beds left. That's a great opportunity for you to get away from it all and really ponder for yourself. Yeah, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Okay. As always, may this work be of such deep benefit to you. And I hope to see you soon. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you next time. All right. Deep bows. Much love. So much love.